Go out there, go cop the book. Blood Sagas, Book 2, Blood and Betrayal by A.B. Brown. You heard? Go get it.
We be getting money, got them haters on our dick. Fucking independent, this is $1 million shit. Fuck the record labels, we get money how it is. Trapping out here scamming, I ain't trying to get your bitch. Got it on our own, we never had to reminisce. Got a bag, flip a bag, lot of hundreds in this bitch. Niggas mad, I'm in my bag, I can bag any bitch. Got a pistol in the stash, don't get blasted in this bitch. You get turned to a split, you get ashed in this bitch. If a nigga say it's up, then I'ma crash in this bitch. Want the static, you got have it, we get wild in this bitch. Automatics causing havoc, ain't no smiling in this bitch. In minutes, we gon' get them, burn down in the split. Who you with? We don't care when they fire in this bitch. I got shooters with some resumes for hire in this bitch. All this money got me rich, got me lit. Brand new Glock with a switch. Don't get shot in your shit in the spot with the drip, and I probably fuck your bitch. We be getting money, got them haters on our dick. Fucking independent, this is $1 million shit. Fuck the record labels, we get money how it is. Trapping out here scamming, I ain't trying to catch a bitch. Got it on our own, we never had to reminisce. Got a bag, lot of hundreds in this bitch. My bitch bad, super bad, tryna fuck her in the crib. Niggas mad, don't get back, watch I catch another link. Super swag in the stash, they gon' love me with this trip. Duffel bags, holding mags, run up on me, catch a clip. Rubber grip, black mask, 30 on me, make a flip. Send a nigga up the guard, guess a nigga tryna trip. Keep it real, I never switched, I ain't never been no bitch. Niggas talk behind my back, tell them get up off my dick. We be getting money, got them haters on our dick. Fucking independent, this is $1 million shit. Fuck the record labels, we get money how it is. Trapping out here scamming, I ain't trying to get your bitch. Got it on our own, we never had to reminisce. Got a bag, flip a bag, lot of hundreds in this bitch.
Flip it.
Living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share this dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now this joint right here is about my guy, Pretty Black and Dame. You heard? Yeah, Pretty Black and Dame. This is a Clinton story. And being that it's Thursday, I'm going to give y'all a Throwback Thursday story. You heard? Yeah, Throwback Thursday story. You heard? Yeah. Now, only reason why I threw my man Pretty Black in this story is because he's trending right now. You heard? Since last week, this new Hassan Campbell, he's been coming at Mano. Mano and Hassan Campbell been going back and forth. You heard? And Hassan Campbell started putting out pictures of Pretty Black Dre. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Mano snitched on Dre. You heard? Mano snitched on Dre. Now, I was up there with them. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the same jail as Mano, but I was in the same jail with Dre. And I got introduced to Dre by my man right here that wrote this book. You heard? My man John Woo. You know what I'm saying? He introduced me to Dre and Dame at the same time. You heard? Because Dre and Dame was politicking together when Woo got there. You heard? And Woo used to pull up on them, and you know what I'm saying? And you could tell that Dre and Dame, they was official Brooklyn cats, but they didn't move with all the Brooklyn cats. You heard? You know what I'm saying? They moved on their own timing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Dre was Muslim at that time, and I think he was Muslim. You heard? I think he was Muslim at that time. You heard? That's why he was so calm, collective, and chill. You know what I'm saying? Because when I met Dre, he was cool. My man Woo came out to the yard. You know what I'm saying? Woo just got there. I was like the first blood that Woo met. So when Woo got there and he was moving around, seeing all his Brooklyn niggas, all his niggas he knew from the street, all the niggas he knew from other jails, and he was connecting with them niggas, he was telling them niggas, like if I walk by, or if I pull up, he'll be like, yo, this is my homie L, boom, boom. So he was introducing me to all the official Brooklyn niggas that he rocked with. And he was letting me know. He introduced me to Dre like, yo, this is my man right here. So if anything happened, we going out. You know what I'm saying? I already knew. Just the way he introduced me to him. Yo, this is my man Dre, Pretty Black. You heard? And Dre was cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to say about Dre. I don't got nothing. I didn't even know Mano was his co-defendant. I didn't even know Mano at that time. You heard? Mano wasn't going by Mano up north. He was going by Maine. You heard? He was going by Maine, if I could remember, because I was hearing his name a lot. Maine got blown in Kawasaki. I mean, Maine blew a nigga in Kawasaki. Maine got blown in Comstock by Ball. Like, I was hearing about Maine. You know what I'm saying? So I think Mano went home the same year I went home. You know what I'm saying? I went home 2002. I think he came home 2002 too, or 2001. So he came home right before me. You heard? And it wasn't, Dre ain't never tell me nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to freestyle and make it seem like Dre showed me something or niggas, that was a hot topic or nothing. You heard? I got introduced to Dre from my Brooklyn man, you heard? And the way I got introduced to him was like, yo, this is my blood homie, you heard? You know I'm blood, Dre, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm blood, Dame, you know what I'm saying? This is my blood homie. This is one of the homies I could trust. You know what I'm saying? Even though he just got there, just off of my vibe alone, he could tell that he could trust me. And I'm a loyal dude. And as y'all can see, 30 years later, I'm still rocking with my man. You heard? Promoting his book, trying to make sure he get out of jail. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And my man, who knew 20, 30 years later that some of these same people that he introduced me to would be major figures on the internet. Yeah, major figures on the internet, because Pretty Black and Dame is being talked about on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You got the dude Fuquan. He told a story about Dame. He told a story about Dame a couple of months ago. And I'm not going to even lie, even though, me and this dude don't rock like that. But I listened to the story, and the story was dope. The story was dope on Dame, that he did with Dame and Majesty and Little John and them family. You know what I'm saying? The New York beef type shit. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And he talked about a little bit about what happened in prison. The story was dope, but I see he had to take it down. You heard? Out of respect for the family, I heard. You know what I'm saying? I watched the video, and he said that he had to take it down for the respect for the family. And but I was like, damn, B, that was one of your dopest videos. That was one of your dopest videos, talking about my man Dame. You heard? Because Dame is official Brooklyn nigga. Pretty Black is official Brooklyn nigga. And you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people probably wondering why Pretty Black ain't dropped no papers or nothing yet or whatever. Well, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, man. Them Brooklyn niggas, man, them niggas is different, B. You know what I'm saying? And basically, you got Mano, you got Pretty Black, and you got the other co-defendant Mo Dog. You heard? And all of them get busy. All of them get busy in their own way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they politic that out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I just know that basically everybody is running around trying to say Mano is a snitch because Pretty Black told them that he was a snitch. You know what I'm saying? And Pretty Black was my man. I was with him up in there in Clinton like 8, 9, 10 months, and even till they got him out of there or they got me out of there. I can't remember who left first, but I just know my man Wu, you know what I'm saying, he introduced me to Pretty Black, and he introduced me to Dame at the same time. And ever since he introduced me to them, they was like they was my comrades too. You heard? Even though I didn't have no history with them. You know what I'm saying? They respected me. When they seen me in the joint, yo, that's L. They seen that when I got at that Brooklyn nigga that a lot of homies and a lot of niggas was scared to get at. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And so they knew I was official tissue, nigga. You heard? I was official tissue. Running from that, on that BX shit, nigga. You heard? I wasn't on no Doja shit, nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was moving the crowd, nigga. You heard? And I was only 22 years old or some shit. Like, so y'all niggas can't tell me nothing, nigga. You heard? And I escaped that shit with no cuts on my face. Niggas was cutting niggas, snaking niggas, blowing niggas, doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's really what Pretty Black. Pretty Black was laid back. Everything that y'all hearing about him, it was another dude, Harlem Legend, had on his TV yesterday, Spanish brother. He told stories about Pretty Black. I believe his story because I heard how he was talking about Pretty Black. Then the dude Sean Trapp last week was on Harlem Legend TV. I did the interview with Sean Trapp yesterday. You heard talking about his experience in prison, but he was on Harlem Legend last week. and he was talking about that main old joint. He said that Pretty Black told him and pulled out the paperwork and all that in the day room. You heard? You heard? In the TV room because niggas was listening. High Hater and all that came on, and the nigga changed the channel, or he wanted to change the channel, and he was trying to school the young brothers on like, yo, this nigga ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? And niggas wasn't really trying to hear that, and he knew niggas wasn't trying to hear that. So Sean Trapp said that he went and got the paperwork and showed niggas the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And only one or two homies looked at the paperwork. He didn't look at the paperwork. Sean Trapp, but the other homies did. And basically, they confirmed that. They said that Dre was right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not confirming that. I was with Dre. Dre is my man. Pretty Black. You heard? Crazy, cool. I was with Pretty Black. Y'all see the picture up there? He looked kind of big because he did a lot of time. But when I was with Pretty Black, he probably had about 10 years in, and he was skinny, and he was kind of stressing. You heard? Everybody wanted to go home, man. Niggas had a lot of time. You heard? Niggas had a lot of time. And he was mad slim at that. Not slim, but he was skinny from them pictures that he got on the internet at this time. You heard? He was mad skinny. And that was my motherfucking guy, my man John Woo introduced to him. And I'm glad he out here and he winning. You heard? I'm glad he out here and he winning. And he staying off the internet. He not really getting involved in that shit. I don't think he producing no paperwork, if it is any paperwork on me. No, I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But I know Pretty Black and he's official. Official, real Brooklyn. Real Brooklyn. Real Brooklyn. That's probably why niggas ain't seen no paperwork yet, because he's real Brooklyn. You heard? And possibly he's saving niggas. Who knows? Now look, Dame is trending now too, because dude just threw another story up there about Dame. You know what I'm saying? And Dame is official, man. Dame is official, man. You know why Dame is official? Because Dame is quiet. He cool. He collective. And he don't trust niggas, you heard? And when I met Dame, Dame was the same way. The whole time I was in the jail with him, he was the same way. Rolling by himself. You might see him pulled up with one Brooklyn nigga kicking it, you heard? When my man John Woo was there, him and John Woo used to be in the yard all the time together. You know what I'm saying? Him, John Woo, and Pretty Black. You know what I'm saying? But John Woo left early, so, you know, left Dame out there by himself, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, one day, nigga, Woo introduced me to Dame and Pretty Black 1 week, right? By the end of the week, Woo was coming to me like, yo, we got to go out with my man Dame. I said, wow, what happened? He said, yo, this nigga, he about to go gun to gun with this nigga Little John, you heard? Some nigga from his projects he got beef with, you heard? So boom, I look over, I see who Little John is. Now, I knew who Little John was. I didn't know his name, but I seen him. He was the first dude in the yard when I came out in the yard. His company was the first company in the yard that day. So I seen him standing by the phones, looking at everybody that came through the gate. You heard? He was standing by the phones looking at everybody that came through the gate. I ain't think nothing of it, but I seen that he was standing by the gate looking to see if he had seen an op or something. You heard? So make a long story short, when Woo pointed to the nigga, because everybody's in the yard now, and he's like, yo, might have to hold down Dame, you heard? You gonna go in the gun with this nigga. So I was like, oh, word? So I looked, he said, that nigga is Little John, you know what I'm saying? Nigga from Brooklyn, that's Majesty, brother. Official tissue, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Majesty, mad strong around the state. I said, oh, all right. I said, all right. So he was like, yeah, boom. So Dame was ready, you know what I'm saying? It was me, Woo, Dame, and Dame, a young dude from Dame Projects. And we went up there, and I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, Little John had the whole Brooklyn with him, nigga. Go back to my story that I told on St. Laz about it. Little John had the whole Brooklyn with him, man. And I told this story on my channel. Little John had the whole Brooklyn with him, man. He had the whole Brooklyn with him, man. Because that's how strong he is, B. Little John's official. You heard? Little John is official. You heard? I watched Little John go gun to gun with Dame, right? And the shit ain't end like how he wanted it to end, right? And niggas wanted to move. All the niggas that was with Little John, they wanted to move. They wanted the move. It was like 15 dudes against 4 of us, B. It was like 15 dudes against 4 of us. And that was just half of the Brooklyn that was against us. That was just the niggas that was up on the basketball court. You heard? It was still a lot of niggas that rocked with Little John and his brother and them and all that. And plus they was up under S. So S had everybody with him. You heard? S had everybody with him. And I'm peeping niggas. I'm like, damn. This is all of Brooklyn, nigga. He got the whole Brooklyn against niggas. If this shit end ugly, this shit gonna end ugly. Me, Woo, and Dame was gonna wind up getting aired out. That was gonna be an ugly one, B. That was gonna be an ugly one because we'd have had like 2 dudes each, 2 or 3 dudes each on us, B. You heard? It was only 4 of us. And one dude was like this big. That's word to my mother. The dude from Dame Projects, I can't forget his name, the homie name. Homie was official. You heard? He ain't even rock with niggas like that. He was on his own type of time. He was like this big. Word to my mother, man. He was a short, light-skinned homie, bro. You heard? And he was going out with Dame only because he was from Dame Projects, B. You know what I'm saying? And he came and he had been hearing about Dame, you heard? You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't even in Dame era, you heard? He was more in my era, you know what I'm saying? But he was still going out with Dame against the Brooklyn, nigga. Against Brooklyn. You heard? So, and I watched Little John back niggas up, like, cause niggas, they was going gun to gun, and I think Little John shit bended or something. You heard? Cause he had a banger and it bended. And Dame was giving that nigga a chance to get right. Dame wasn't attacking the nigga and all that. So basically, he got his shit right. And they went gun to gun again, but nothing really panned out. Then I seen like all them Brooklyn niggas, like them niggas look like they wanted to set it on niggas. You heard? They wanted to pop because the shit wasn't going right. You know what I'm saying? Little John wasn't taking no loss, but he wasn't getting his off either. You know what I'm saying? They was basically dancing. And they did try to strike one another, but it was unsuccessfully, both of them. You heard? Dame Dame was basically backing him up. Like Dame was like basically going gun to gun with him. You heard? Because he wanted to go gun to gun with Dame. It was more Little John wanted to go gun to gun with Dame. It wasn't that Dame wanted to go gun to gun with him. Dame was just holding himself down. So and Dame was like, let's go. You heard? So when Little John shit bent, the nigga Dame let that nigga get his breathing and all that and get his shit right to get back on the floor, you know, so he could perform. And then they tried to go at each other again, but nothing really happened. You know what I'm saying? But then I looked at Big S and all them niggas is looking like they ready to form, ready to pop. You heard? You know when niggas ready to pop, you know what I'm saying? And I watched the nigga Little John say, nah, don't, this is a one-on-one. This is between me and him. You heard? This between me and him. You heard? Little John is a real nigga, man. Little John was shorter than Dame and all that, B. You know what I'm saying? You could tell Little John was really going gun to gun because this is some long-standing beef, B. You heard? This is some long-standing beef. And I heard that his older brother, Mash, always was sending niggas at Dame. But everybody Mash sent that nigga Dame sent them niggas right back. He sent them niggas right back. Cause then that's why I say Dame is real Brooklyn, nigga. Dame is real Brooklyn, nigga. You heard? I was up north with a lot of niggas like that keep it 100, nigga. That when it's time for war, them niggas is gonna put on, nigga. You heard? And they don't need a crowd of niggas, you heard? They don't need a crowd of niggas. They don't gotta gas niggas up. They don't need everybody from their projects. They don't need every niggas from all they mans, you heard? They don't need all they Muslim brothers. They don't need everybody. These niggas put it on by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I watched Dame go gun to gun with a nigga named Little John that I just was aware of that day. And I found out that that's Mad's little brother. And them niggas is official. Them niggas is highly respected out there in jail and out there in the street. And in Brooklyn. Real Brooklyn, nigga. You heard? So, you know, I didn't even know that being introduced to these guys back in 1997, that 2025, these dudes' name is going to be ringing bells on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You got Hassan Campbell bringing up Pretty Black against Mano. You heard? You know what I'm saying? You got Dame. You got Fuquan talking about the stories about Dame. You got my man John Woo did stories about Dame. Go check his interview I did with him last week. He doing stories about Dame. I been did the story about Dame 2-3 years ago on the St. Labs nigga channel, nigga. I gave Brooklyn that back then, nigga. I've been giving y'all niggas dope stories and real and shit from back then, nigga. I talked about Bush. I talked about Star. Y'all seen when down the line Star reach out to me. You heard? Everybody I talk about in my stories, somehow, if they still alive or whatever, they get at me. You heard? I talked about my son John Woo. He found me through the internet. I've been finding a lot of my comrades through this off this YouTube shit. You heard? I got in contact with a lot of my comrades off this YouTube shit. So I'm happy, B. I'm happy, B. And I'm happy that Pretty Black is out here living his life, not thinking about it twice, doing his thing. Shout out to my guy, Pretty Black, Dre. Dre, you already know. It's your boy L, nigga. L famous, nigga. BX legend, nigga. You heard? Nigga that was up there doing what he do, nigga. Holding down BX niggas, you heard? Holding down BX niggas. Ask anybody, nigga. You wasn't gonna do nothing to nobody from the BX that I was around, B. You heard? Nothing, nigga. You heard? Even if the nigga was a soft nigga, you wasn't gonna do nothing to the nigga. Nigga, I was gonna step up. I was gonna get niggas to step up, nigga. Just how much Bronx shit I was on, nigga. You heard? But you can't be a live Bronx nigga without messing with the live Brooklyn niggas, nigga. You can't. You can't be alive without messing with none of the live niggas from all around, nigga. I'm talking about from upstate, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island, out of town, whatever you want to call it, nigga. If you real, you real, nigga. If you fake, you fake. Fake the snake, like Jake the Snake, nigga. Let's get it, nigga.